This is the plaintiff, Naquetta Johnson. She says she rented an apartment from the defendant, and her neighbor had a terrible fire, and her apartment was ruined. She was forced to live in a hotel, then had to find a new place to move into. Needless to say, she expected the defendant to return a security deposit, but he hasn't. So she's suing the unscrupulous guy for the $4,500 she's owed in security and rent. This is the defendant, Salem Salih. He says the fire next door ruined his place and the city closed it down until he could make the necessary repairs. The plaintiff told him she was going to move back and then abruptly changed her mind. He gave her back some of her security, but now she's suing him for rent money he was paid by public assistance? Come on, lady. He's accused of getting a tenant very hot.
Thank you, Douglas. Okay, Naquetta Johnson, you are, how do I pronounce your first name?
Naquetta.
Naquetta Johnson. You are suing Salem Saleh?
Yes.
Okay. For $4,500, double your security deposit plus a refund of July rent because according to you, the place was uninhabitable due to a fire next door. Tell me what happened.
Yes, it was the 4th of July, a fire happened.
In the building next door?
It was the house next door.
Okay.
And I wasn't there. It was inhabitable. I couldn't move back in or whatever. I had to go stay in a hotel.
Because of the smoke?
Because of the fire. It actually caught his house too. So it was the fire. The fire originally happened.
So actual fire damage to your place?
Yes. So like upstairs, downstairs, it was like the whole side of the house, his house. The whole side of the house. So no one could live in the house at that point.
Okay.
It wasn't just me.
Right.
Or whatever. So Red Cross put me up for 3 days. And after the 3 days was over, I had to get some type of assistance, some type of help to go stay at a hotel.
Where'd you get it?
Welfare.
Okay. Do you have children?
Yes, I have one child.
How old?
5 years old.
Who lives with you?
Yes.
Okay. So you stayed at a hotel for how long?
I stayed at a hotel for like 3 months.
At the time, did you think that this place was going to get fixed up and you'd be able to move back?
I thought the place was going to get fixed up. And
that's based on discussions with the defendant?
Yes, he had me under the impression that it was going to be fixed up, repaired, and I was going to be able to move back in.
So when did you realize it wasn't going to happen? After 3 months passed, you said, okay, this is silly.
Exactly.
All right, then you found a different place to live?
Exactly.
All right, so when was it that you first asked for your security deposit back?
When I knew that I wasn't moving back in and he wasn't doing anything, I asked for my security deposit.
What did he say about the security deposit?
He said when he get his insurance money back or whatever, and then I had an argument with him telling him, like, don't my security supposed to be in a separate account or whatever. And he was like, well, you're going to have to wait until they finish fixing my building, until I'm able to rent it out or you move back in.
Okay. Did that conversation take place?
No, she told me, she said she wants to move back in.
No, when she says, give me my security deposit, she doesn't want to move back in. She wants to terminate her relationship with you.
I told her it has to be in writing. You have to give it to me in writing. Make sure that...
I'm sorry, why are you holding her security deposit?
There was a personal agreement, me and her, that we're going to fix the house.
Do you hear me?
No, I know. What
am I saying? Did you keep the security deposit in a separate interest-bearing account?
No.
Or did you use it for your own expenses? You can't do that. You're supposed to keep it in a separate account. You're never supposed to look at a tenant and say, oh, when I got some money, I'll pay you. That situation's never supposed to happen. So she says that at some point you looked at her and said, well, when I get it re-rented, I don't have the funds to return your security deposit now. I mean, that's not supposed to happen.
Correct.
Right, so why did it happen?
She wanted extra stuff in the house to be fixed, painted over, fix this, fix that. And we made a personal agreement that I could use the security deposit to do that, and she agreed to it.
Right, that happened?
No.
Okay. Does he give you a reason other than I don't have the money?
No.
Okay.
They don't have the money.
So one day you make an agreement with him to meet him at a place that he's renting out.
Exactly.
Is it the same place?
No, a different place.
A different place that he's renting out because money was going to come in that day.
Exactly.
And he would give it directly to you.
Exactly.
All right, so now we're getting somewhere. And that happens on what date?
That happens, February? It had to be the end of February.
Okay, wow. Lots of time had passed. And then so you meet him that day and what happens?
I meet him that day, whatever. He has me sign the paper or whatever saying that he gave me $1,000 and that he would give me $1,200 more or whatever. And I'm like, how's you gonna give me $1,200 more when you owe me so much more money?
Wait. What does he owe you?
He owed me $4,000.
No. How do you figure that? What was your security deposit?
My security deposit was $1,500.
Okay, so of that there's no question. You say your security deposit was only $1,500.
Yes.
All right, and then you say he owes you $4,000 because you want July rent returned to you because you didn't get to live there.
Exactly.
Did she pay July rent?
Rental assistant, they send it the 4th. Like I received it.
What's rental assistance? Section 8?
TRA,
No.
they call it.
Okay,
Temporary
a state
rental
agency?
assistant.
Yes.
Okay, who paid the rent, you or a state agency?
It's a state agency.
Then
but
you don't get that money
listen,
back.
Can I
The
talk?
state agency gets it back.
I'm just saying though, no, I get it
You're
back.
just saying what? You don't get, what did you pay and what did the state agency pay?
Listen, hold up.
No,
I
you
gotta
listen.
work.
What did you pay? What did the state agency pay?
I basically paid the whole thing because they have a lien on me.
Why do they have a lien on you?
Because I have an open case or whatever.
What,
I have,
open
I
case
have
for
money
what?
coming in.
An open case for what?
Because I'm suing the state of New York.
For what do you have an open case for?
I have an open case because I'm suing the state of New York.
Right, but they feel you owe them money if they have a lien on you. What do
Yeah, they
think
have a
you-
lien on me because they was paying my rent or whatever. They was paying my rent or whatever. It's
And
like
they
it's a
feel
loan.
there's a no. I want
It's
you to
a
listen to
loan.
me. I want you to listen to me because I don't understand. Okay, they were paying your rent, and now they feel they shouldn't because
No, they don't feel like they shouldn't.
when they, what was the name of the organization that was paying your rent?
Welfare.
Right, welfare doesn't make you pay it back unless they think that you inappropriately claimed it.
No.
Right,
It's
that's
not
why it's
that.
not making sense that
It's
you have to
not
pay it
that.
back.
Look, I got paperwork right here. Like, can I show this to you?
Did you call me lady?
I didn't mean to call you lady.
That's okay.
girl.
I know you didn't. I actually know that you didn't. I know you didn't because you're not hostile. You're just frustrated. Go ahead. Just
Okay, this is...
let me check out all of your paperwork to
Okay.
figure out the rental thing. All right. Now, you may not owe it to her, but you certainly owe it to social services. Okay. Because if you, what do you have a case against the state for?
What do I have a case against the state of New York
Yes.
for? Because I was trespassing and I was being transported to booking, and the cops got into a car accident with me in the back. Of the
Okay,
car.
okay, it just gets better. All right, Ms. Johnson, hold on. What were you getting transported to booking for? What did you get arrested for?
Trespassing
Oh, trespassing where?
in New York.
Where though? Where?
I was at somebody's house.
Your
like-
boyfriend's house? Like what? Like what were the circumstances?
Oh my God.
Is it that bad?
No, it was like a homegirl. She's from Florida or whatever, and like she was up here. We got into an argument.
Okay, all right. So you get arrested for trespassing for that. You end up in the backseat of the police officer's car. Police officers have an accident. Do you end up in the hospital?
Yes.
Okay. And so you sue them, and you get the recovery, and then the state says,
didn't
well,
even get
now
the
I guess
whole
you got
thing.
money to pay rent, and then they turn
No.
around and they try to take back the benefits?
They never took back nothing. They just saying that once you receive this check, it's just a loan. See, welfare, everybody have to sign a paper. It's just a loan or whatever. So like if your landlord have security money to give you, they give it back to you because at the end of the day, it's a loan. I have to pay all this money back to welfare. No matter what he do, I'm still gonna have to pay that money out of my pocket. Whatever money that they gave him.
Well, unless he
for
pays
me,
it to them.
Yeah, that's
right.
what I'm saying.
If he pays
Okay.
it to them, you're not paying it out of your pocket.
Exactly.
If I order him to refund whatever portion of July was unused, which is everything other than 1, 2, and 3 of July, because I'm not going to count Fire Day as a full day. All right. So if I make him pay that back to the social service agency, you're good.
Okay.
Right. I
Yeah,
got
but
it.
see what I'm
We're
saying?
done with that. We're done with that. Because I see what you're saying, and all I got to do to make sure that I please you, if in fact that's it, is make sure he doesn't pocket your rent. Why would it be appropriate for you to keep the July rent when she couldn't live there in July?
Because
At least not from the 4th forward.
prorated is, I agree with prorated.
Okay, all right.
I
So now
agree.
we're done with that portion. Let's discuss the security deposit. Why didn't you give it to her? Because you didn't have it?
Yes, because I didn't have it at that time.
Okay.
Because I used it to, she just moved in a few months before, and the money she gave me security deposit, we agreed, a verbal agreement, to fix the apartment the way she wants it, the way she's happy with it. But it had a re-rental, had everything on it, ready to go. But she wants it her way. I told her, okay, in that case, if you agree, I could use that. She said yes.
Yeah, that never happened. You just
That
put that money in your pocket with the rest of the money. That's what everybody in your position does, because nobody's going to find out, really. So long as things work out and a new tenant comes in, when the old tenant goes out, that money, you take that money and you put it over there, and which is exactly what you end up doing a little bit later. You meet her somewhere and you sign a document saying that he paid you $1,000, but I don't see you accounting for that in your lawsuit. How come?
Exactly. Because when we went inside to meet with the people or whatever, he brought me in like I was working with him or whatever, with his new tenant at a different apartment or whatever. But the man said that he didn't have the money for him after I had already signed the documents.
Did you pay her $1,000 or no?
Yes, she signed the papers right here.
I know, but did you pay her $1,000?
Yes, I did.
She says that the tenant didn't have the money and that you didn't pay her.
She signed her name for it. I gave it
I'm
to her.
asking you, I don't want to look at the paper, I want you to
No.
look me in the eyes.
Yes.
Did you pay her $1,000?
100%.
So why do you think she's saying you didn't?
I have no idea.
Because you didn't pay the rest of it?
I have no idea. I can't get it to her. I don't know.
And there's a document that you signed saying that you received it.
I know, and it was, he
Why
said,
would you sign that you received it when you hadn't received it?
but he was saying that everything was good. I trusted him.
That's just silly. Don't be ridiculous. You've been around the block. You know how this stuff works. Why would you sign a receipt that says, I received $1,000 that you didn't receive?
It wasn't even a receipt.
No, it was a receipt.
Okay.
It absolutely says, I received, past tense, ED, $1,000. That's what it says. It couldn't be more of a receipt if it slapped me in the face and said receipt.
So do landlords typically try to screw tenants out of security deposits?
Yeah, of course they do. They always find something. The agent is just, we'd have to do some touch-ups, you know, and it takes half of it.
It happened to me. It happened to me.
Well, I know, but is it generally landlords are bad? Okay, going inside the courtroom.
Why would you sign saying something, you received something when the money wasn't in your hands?
I thought about it, but I just didn't do it. I just didn't.
I think that maybe you got the $1,000, but you're so angry at him that you want to make a payday out of this.
I don't think so.
Oh, I know so. I know so, because he never paid you the remaining money. Now, what I don't understand also is if her security deposit was $1,500, why did you have her sign something saying that you owed her $2,200?
Because it's a month and a half security.
Oh, you charge her a month and a... Can I see the lease? Do you have the lease?
Yeah, sure. It's a month and a half security. Yeah.
She says she only paid you a month's security.
Oh, a month? No, it's a month and a half.
What did you end up paying? Did you only pay $1,500?
No, I think I paid a month and a half security.
Well, then why are you only suing for $1,500? When did you finally think that? When he said it?
Yes.
Do you have your check, your canceled check or money order for your security deposit?
I don't have the money order.
Did you pay by money order?
It was in a it was on a voucher. I paid him by.
Did the government pay it or did you pay it?
The government.
Honey, how are you going to get the security deposit back? It doesn't belong to you either.
Because like the amount was already settled in my
In your loan.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what I think happened. Social service doesn't usually chase its customers for the money that they gave them for social services. I think what happened is that once you sued the county, they probably have a mechanism for saying, well, I guess you have money now, and then turning around and attempting to get back the money they gave you. Nobody ever talked to you about what you owed them until you got a settlement from them, right?
Exactly.
Exactly. We're going to figure this out, so don't worry. Okay. But it's so unusual for me to see a welfare agency want the money back because the idea is that they are taxing us so that there is a fail-safe system for the neediest among us to have what they can't afford. And the only way they should say to you and say, pay us back, is if they found out that you're a fraud. That's the only way they should be saying that to you because it's supposed to be something that we hand out only in the neediest of circumstances. And so it makes it, but I see that you have a letter that says that there's well, but hold on. I see that you have a letter that says that there's a lien against you. So I know you're not making this up. All right, so there's something there. But one of the things that the lawyer did was pay a lien of $3,000. Now, did he negotiate with the town?
No.
I don't know what happened, but I'm going to find out. And the reason that I have to find out, because it's either owed to you or it's not. You've come to me and said, Judge, he owes me that money. And I am saying to you that we're going to have to figure out, all right, and I'm going to give you a few weeks to do that, and I'm going to give you some court staff to help you because I know how hard it is to deal with the government. because I was there for 17 years, all right? But we're gonna figure out whether there truly is a lien continuously against you or isn't. All right, now on you, you have all kinds of bad behavior. You cannot put the money in your pocket. You're supposed to keep it earning interest somewhere. You cannot not return it to her, and you cannot keep it, okay? So that security deposit I find is wrongfully withheld and pursuant to statute. The portion that is wrongfully withheld would be 1250. All right. The amount of money that we're talking about is the $2,250 deposit minus $1,000 that I find that you did accept, which leaves $1,250. That portion of your security deposit was wrongfully withheld, and pursuant to New Jersey law, you are entitled to double the portion of a security deposit that was wrongfully withheld. So 1,250 doubled is 2,500. And then the prorated rent for July, you should receive back 1,354. And that's a total verdict in your favor in the amount of $3,854. But you do not receive that. The town receives that if you are obligated to pay the town back, okay? Because they're the ones who have the standing to sue for this. What did you want to say?
I wanted to say that I still have a lien on me, all including with that.
Either you have to, just listen to me, it's simple. Either you have to pay them back for housing or you don't.
I do.
Right, and well, I know you say that, but I'm going to verify it. That's what I mean. All right?
I could give you my lawyer number too.
No, I don't want your lawyer's number. I'm going to talk to the city myself, okay? All right, and you're going to hustle to try to get, because they're not going to just talk to us, so you're going to speak to my staff and work it out and cooperate so that we can get that information. All right, that's my judgment. Goodbye, folks.
Very complicated case, very complicated ruling.
Yeah.
You satisfied with the way it comes out, your understanding of it?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you going to do next?
Well, I'm just gonna try to get my security deposit back and all my information, you know, prove to the judge that they have a lien on me and keep it moving.
All right, that's it. Okay. Head right around the corner there.
All right,
or whatever.
you.
All right, sir, so come on in here. What's your feeling on this ruling?
It's a little complicated, but I think the judge, after all, he did say the right thing, and I agree with her.
Mm-hmm. You trying to keep...
No, I don't want to keep nobody's money.
No?
No, it's just the circumstances.
Why don't you have a separate account for these security deposits?
Because the lady, she wants me to fix her apartment for her friends.
That's your answer?
Yeah.
Harvey?
Okay, Kurt, so here's the bottom line to this case. The plaintiff actually did have a lien against her, but ultimately, she paid in full.
Don't text and drive.